Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rekah Kradash. I'm from the Prophets in Babylon out of the Waco, Texas camp, affiliated with the branch of Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm your brother Atiyat. I'd like to give a special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. May the blessing of election be upon your household. Lesson for today: Esau shall drink from the cup, as well as the other nations. And Lord willing, I hope and pray that this will be an edifying lesson to you brothers and you few sisters out there. So yes, Esau will be drinking from that cup that we have been drinking from. You know, they have been complicit with our downfall. Beginning with Esau, because Esau is the ruler of the earth over the earth. When you go into Job chapter 9 and verse 24, it tells you that the earth is given unto the wicked. So Esau has been complicit. Esau has been, been part of our big downfall, and the other nations have been complicit. So without further ado, I'm going to go into it. And Lord willing, I hope and pray that this will be edifying. Because now they have to drink from that same cup that we've been drinking from. Here, I'm going to start here in Psalms chapter 60 and verse 3. Thou hast shewed thy people hard things. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. Yeah. So we have been, we are in that process right now where we went through hardcore slavery, you know, and even now we're debt slaves, basically. We're paying taxes on everything. And then on the thing about it, the cost of living is steady going up, you know. But these things are going to be taken away from us, and so Esau is going to be living that cup's going to come to Esau and these other nations as well, because you got to remember the other nations were complicit with bringing forth our downfall. Let me go Psalm 75. Okay. Psalm 75, verse 8. For in the land, for in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua there is a cup, and the wine is red and is full of mixture, and is poured out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them. Yeah, so it's time for Esau and the rest of the nations to drink from that cup, from the cup of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that's filled with mixture. Because we had to drink from that cup, and so now it's time for them. You know, so if he punished his own people, what make you think he won't punish people that you know that are not his people? You know, remember, we are the Israelites. We're a holy people unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh meaning the name of is the name of the heavenly Father, which means He is or He exists. And then you have Yahweh's Son's name, which is Yahweh Shai, which means He that delivers. And we say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai because the two are as one, meaning that they think as one. They both speak and think the same. They are two different entities. Then Trinity teaches they're all as one, but that's bull. That's BS, man. You know, they think as one. That's all that means. So we say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, Ba'ashem means in the name of. So let's go to Isaiah chapter 51 and Isaiah 51 and verse 22. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith thy Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord Yahweh, and thy God Yahweh that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand of the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Yeah, so that's talking about our people. We will no longer drink. There's going to come a time when we're no longer going to drink from that cup, because we're drinking from that cup because of the sins of our people, which means, we sinned against Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And so, there comes a time where we have to be punished for that, you know. And this is why we went through the hardcore bondage, being slaves in a country that's not ours. You know, we're in captivity right now. To this day, we're in captivity. Jake doesn't believe that, but it is what it is. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 15. Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 15. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. Verse 16. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Yeah. So they're going into slavery, man. You know? And so at the end of the day, Esau knows this, you know? And this is one of the reasons why he's trying to implement that MOTB that's spoken about in Revelations chapter 13 and 16, which is the microchip, you know? Okay. So, Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 15 and 16, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, and thou hast done it, and thou hast, and as thou has done, it shall be done unto thee, thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Yeah, so in other words, the things that Esau has done to us, those things are going to come back to him, you know? All the wicked things that you can think of, the Tuskegee experiments, the lynching of Jake and Eve, all these things are going to come back. And that's just some of the things. If we knew all the things that this man has done to our people, we'd be bugged out. But all that stuff is going to be revealed to us when we get those perfect bodies in the kingdom. And that's going to put a real perpetual hate. We're going to have that same hatred that Yahweh has for Esau. We have it now, but it's nothing like what's going to be in the kingdom. For as ye have drunk upon mine holy mountain, and so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah, so they're going to be destroyed, man. And the proof of that is here in verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh has spoken it. So at the end of the day, Esau is going to be destroyed after that 1,000-year reign. When the kingdom is fixed, we have it all set up. They're going to be destroyed, man. You know, be no more Esau. Because you think about it, man. When the scriptures say when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. And we're mourning right now. We're in the house of mourning. We ain't got nothing to be, you know, smiling about or happy about. Going to work every day, you know. Revelation chapter 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is talking about Esau. Esau has ruled with the sword. When you read Genesis chapter 27 and verse 40, it tell you by thy sword, by thy sword you shall. Let me get that right quick. I don't want to mess it up. But let me finish this. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience with the faith of the saints. And we're the ones who are showing that patience right now, you know. Going back here to Genesis chapter 27, just to prove that Esau has that sword. See, it goes all the way back to Isaac. I start here in verse 38 of Genesis 27. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heavens from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that's exactly what Esau has done to our people. He has constantly slayed them, all the different things that he has done, going back to all the wicked things. And the sword is now the gun, and other things that he has come up with. So this is definitely talking about Esau, and he will be put into captivity. So he's going to have to drink from that cup as well as the other nations. So Lord willing, I hope and pray that this is an edifying lesson to you brothers and you sisters out here. Once again, I want to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakak Kradash. Special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Until the next time, Lord willing, I'll say shalom.